great prank for next time you're in a parking spot. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
If somebody is pulling in, specifically if they're backing in, this is what happened to me. I was backing into a spot and I was making sure I wasn't going to obviously hit the person behind me in my spot. Backing in, it's starting to beep, 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 beep. And so I put on my brakes, and right as I put on my brakes, my car just doesn't stop moving. I'm like shoving down my brake. And it's like, I have no control over my car. I'm just like slamming on my brake.
Oh, I know what happened.
Turns out I was stopped, but the car to my left was slowly inching out.
And you're just smacking.
Dude,
this is a new truck.
It was like weeks after I got this truck, and I was like, it took me like 3 minutes to like calm down from this thing. It's a great prank, guys, if you want to do it.
If you have an idea like, oh, they're already beeping.
Yep.
Freak them out.
They're being careful. They're watching,
And start creeping forward.
Yeah.
Dude, that'll get you. That's gotten me before. I've never like multiple times slammed on my brakes to make sure. But I'll like internally get like hot really quickly. And like a quick freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the same thing if you're like, you're stopped at a stoplight and you just look over at somebody and you are in reverse and you slowly reverse back.
Especially if you and I could get on both sides of a car.
Yes,
and time it and really freak out an old lady or something. That'd be fun.
I can't imagine what I looked like. Cause I was just like, I don't know. And I like shut off the car really quickly. I was like, turn it off. I didn't know what was going on.
Dude, that's so funny. The limo used to have this problem whenever we did that road trip. Limo was great. It was perfect. Well, no air conditioning. The brakes would go out.
Yeah.
But
wide turning radius.
Yeah, you couldn't really turn. Times Square was above. Anyway, for whatever reason, when the car got under 10 miles an hour, it had this problem where it would shut itself off. So for whatever reason, purely roundabouts when it would happen. For something about turning the wheel while going less than 10 miles an hour. So, I mean, probably in 9 different states, the car shut off on us while going through a roundabout.
Oh, wow.
And you lose all control. The brakes don't work. Nothing.
Oh, the power steering's
It's just
gone?
like the power steering's gone. The car just shut off. You have to like turn it off, get it back on, and regain control of your limo. So that's also a crazy prank.
Just get one of those.
Limo gets turned off on roundabout prank.
I love the idea of you just like, hey, we're going around a roundabout, but we're taking this bad boy quick.
We have to go over 10 miles an hour.
Here we go.
It's like you're sailing. Everyone lean left because you're going to get tossed to the right.
So fun, man.
Anyway, that and a lot more pranks this episode. Go to New York City prank.
Yeah, see the Statue of Liberty from afar plank.
Gosh darn it. Dang it. Start the episode over. All right.
Okay, a great prank for you guys. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, Jake. Welcome back, Timon.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I actually think we should start, since we're talking about limos already, not exactly that, but in the same vein, I sent a video to Timon that's kind of fun.
And I have something car related as well.
Perfect. Does the name Cletus McFarland mean anything to you?
No.
It didn't mean anything to me either until I saw this video. Jordan Algie, ghostie of ours, was like, hey, I'm going to this bachelor party down in Florida with 2 other guys. For my
awesome bachelor
crazy
party.
time. But he's going to this Cletus McFarland thing, and then I see this thing pop up on my Instagram. Dude, this Cletus McFarland guy just does like all these fun races and stuff. And it's gonna load eventually, and we're gonna watch it. So background on the story. So this
look at Time Blade with the Social Blade plugin.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
that's nice.
Basically, this is a minivan race.
Whoa.
But there's ramps on the track.
Oh.
And I think the rule that Jordan was telling me, the rule is you have to ramp at least once in the 10 laps. But apparently if you ramp, like it's a quicker route. And so some people ramp more than they have to.
Yeah, and how do you build your minivan? Do you have good suspension to be able to brace the ramp?
Yeah,
or you go for speed,
So let's check out the minivans and the ramps.
All right. This is a fun bachelor party. Oh, yes. I was hoping there'd be EDM. Oh, my gosh.
Just flying around, dude.
Oh! they're not. Maybe turn it down so we don't get copyrighted real quick. They don't take them slow. Really.
No, they're racing. You know.
Some of them. Oh, I thought that was cars on fire. It's just the headlights. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're just yeah.
I'm shocked by the amount of sparks when it hits the ramp and when it lands. Oh, it's look at the sparks when it hits.
So Jordan was saying there was one guy who took the ramp every single time.
He's a crowd favorite.
And I can imagine if we did this with our friends, that would be Gunner, right? Like Gunner would just send it every time.
You've got to like
look at that thing, dude.
I'm kind of obsessed with the physics of this. You got to like put a lot of weight in the back of your minivan, so it doesn't like so you don't hit the front of it or something. I guess, or put a ton of weight in the front. Cletus measured distance. What does any of this mean? That's amazing.
I think he's like kind of a big deal in the right like
different communities.
Yeah. I just don't get that out of my algorithm, but I kind of want to start.
That's really cool. I'm sorry I made a joke about your bachelor party. That looks amazing.
Yeah. I think like these three guys were just huge fans of this, and so they all went, and there's like a whole event with all these fun things that they do. Man, I mean, look at that. Does that not look like such a blast?
I didn't expect him to take it that serious or to be going that fast.
That one was wild. That one was 3 times as far as all the other ones. That guy did slow down, it looks like.
That would be like if Rachel had to go over a ramp. That's what she would do.
I would get like my nose stuck because I take it so slow that it just like barely goes over. At least it's like a speed bump, like boom, boom.
Yeah, you get caught in the middle of it. Huh? That's a great clip.
Anyway, so in my head when we were talking about the limo going around the roundabout fast, I was kind of imagining something like this.
This is the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
This is wow, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Well, should we make this the car episode?
Sure.
All right. Permission to go viral?
Granted, my brother.
All right. Brad, I want to know, can you name the car by the headlights?
Okay.
All right. First one. I just texted it to you. Go look at the text to you and Timon.
All right.
We'll put it on the screen for the YouTubers out there.
Oh, yeah.
What is that one?
That's a Ford F-150.
That is correct. Well done.
That's my home lights, my home turf.
My home turf.
Yeah.
All right. Just texted another one to you.
Okay, that's a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
Well done.
That one has Jeep almost in it.
Well, it just has JE.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
It could be anything. Yeah. Jaguar.
Chevrolet.
Yep.
There's a lot of options. Okay. Just
Jam.
another one. Number 3.
Oh, are we looking at is that a Nissan?
Nissan is correct.
Are we looking at a Leaf or an Altima? You know, I think
one of those is the correct answer.
I'm going to go Nissan Altima.
Correct.
Okay.
Wow. He's a savant.
Wow. And I'm not even that big of a car guy. Like I think this is just a thing. Do you know these, Timon?
I'm gonna try to think about it more. And
Okay.
See if I can. Get it.
All right. Next one. Number 4.
Oh, easy. Oh, it's a Hyundai.
Good.
It looks too small to be a Sonata. I don't know what their Hyundai smaller thing is.
It's fun seeing the master work over here. The headlight savant.
Hyundai. What's a Hyundai small car? What is those little things that Velociter or whatever?
It's not a Velociter.
Okay. Have you seen those?
Velociraptor?
There's these cars that have like they're Hyundai Velociters or something like that, and one side has a large one door, like a wide one door, and the other side has 2 doors on
Never
it.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's a Hyundai. Is it a Sonata?
No.
What do we got?
Hyundai Elantra.
Elantra. I knew that.
All right, we got a few more.
Ooh. That's an Audi. Correct. I don't know. I feel like those like fancy cars, they just have Audi and then A6.
It is not
What?
an Audi.
Is it a Miata? No. What is that? That's not
Hey,
an
who
Audi.
are you?
Hey, I don't trust you. Get out of here. It's not an Audi. I don't know.
The Mazda 6. You said 6 earlier.
There you go. That's what I was thinking, probably.
You got the number right. All right, just 2 more. No, last one. I even put the actual headlights in it, if that helps.
That's a Dodge Caravan.
Incorrect.
Town and Country?
Chrysler Town and Country.
Guys, look at it and tell me.
Wait, yeah, the thing
That's
on
a
the
Dodge. That's a Dodge,
Wait,
man.
you're right.
That's a Dodge, brother.
That's impressive. I Googled Chrysler Town and Country headlights, and it pulled up a Dodge Caravan. Wow, you're better than the internet. I can't believe you got that.
Yeah, man, they're a little different.
You stumped me.
The grill on it is a little different.
I mean, that's Google's fault. If
That's
you
Google's fault.
Google
Yeah.
the make and model of a car.
Anytime you Google it, you get exactly the right thing.
Well done.
Thank you.
You really made up for the ones you missed by beating me.
Mazda 6.
Mazda 6. I knew that was going to be trickier.
Why do you think they do that with like branding? You should have a nice name for your thing. Like all of Mercedes are just G class, C class, X1, like the Audi Q8 4. It's like
That's how I feel with pickleball paddles sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate it. Sorry, Vulcan. Sorry, Dusty. A lot of numbers in there. Hey, Friday
pickleball.
Original Challenger. Easy. Yola's doing Perseus, Hyperion. I don't know what these words mean.
At least they're names though.
Yeah, those are names. I mean, that.
Yeah, I don't like Nissan Leaf as a name, but at least I know what a Nissan Leaf is.
It's a word in English.
Right? Like if someone's like, yeah, I upgraded to the RX-8, I'm like, I know that's a Mazda, but I don't know which one. I don't know if it's a midsize SUV, whatever.
I'm with you there.
Mazda 6. I don't know what that. I had to look up what that was. Sorry. So,
all right, that's the car episode. We're done with cars.
are we? Timon? You said you wanted to talk about cars.
Oh yeah, you had a car thing?
You do the car thing.
My car is a town and country.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice one.
So you knew those weren't your headlights.
I did. Well, the thing is, they're so similar. But I was also like, that's not right because it has the Dodge thingy, like the Dodge
Right. Yep, exactly.
grill.
Dodge thingy.
The headlights are very similar though.
How often are you packing out the town and country with the bros?
You
take the bros in the town and country? No?
Yeah, it's not too often. I feel like we don't do too much driving, like with each other. It's
Because
like,
you guys live so far away that once you get somewhere, it's like, let's just hang out where we are.
for sure.
Rachel was telling me, we were talking about timing, as we do.
Oh,
Rachel
that's
came
nice.
over and had dinner and we played games the other night when you were gone. And she was like, Timon, I don't know what's going on. Like his family, every time he posts on Be Real, his family just making music together. I haven't heard about this.
Tell us about this.
Is this
Simon.
true?
I don't know. Is she?
Those are the words that came
Okay.
out of Rachel's mouth.
Okay, because I mean, we sing together a decent amount, like hymns and stuff and worship songs.
Like, give me an example of how this comes about. Is it like before dinner, after dinner, or is it just
It'd be
like,
after
hey, I just woke
dinner
up from a nap. Okay, you want to sing, Psalm 100 and hymn for him?
I think a lot of times, sometimes we'll finish up like dinner with like singing like the doxology or something like that.
Okay.
But then like
At the table?
yeah, just like a quick like acapella thing. But then whenever a lot of times it's like an evening thing, and I get out the guitar, and then maybe like a cajon. We have 2 cajones.
Wow, double
Yeah,
cojones.
cojones.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, so who's leading that? Like, is it like just kind of
we're all just singing.
spontaneous?
A lot of times it's like we'll harmonize and stuff.
Yeah.
We just all singing.
Who
Have you been?
sings the first note? Like, how do you know it's starting?
Yeah.
I feel like probably typically I would or Anna would because she has a guitar.
So it's not Brando. He's not 5, 6, 7, 8 and everybody in. You just kind of start like, hey, you guys want to do a little?
We make fun of our dad for how he he leads songs at our church, or he used to more so, but like he would like sing, like he would like blow a note, like get in the key, like be
yeah.
like do re mi, or like, and then he would just do it wrong, like it's I don't know it, or do so, and he would just, I don't know, just making up nonsense.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's typically me or Anna. Sometimes it's like these newfangled new songs that he doesn't even know. So we'll
He's newfangled.
start them.
These poppy hits.
Tortured hymnals department. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, what about? Can I ask you more questions about this? Is that okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Like, have you been doing this since you can remember? Like, is it like a tradition in your family, or is it like, yeah, we probably started doing this 5 years ago?
I think for as long as I remember, we've sung at our church, like,
Right.
and it's like a group singing thing in our church. So like that's been a thing, but like, and probably our family, I don't remember ever like that not being normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
cool. Because that's what I want to like normalize stuff like
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's good.
same with like just reading the Bible with your kids. Like I'm so tempted every time I read my Bible with them to like give them a Devo, and it's like, no, I just think I want to like normalize the idea of like reading alongside of it. You know, like
Yeah.
I want to normalize the idea of singing the doxology. That's dope. I think
Yeah.
that's so fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
Can we normalize the doxology?
Just normalize it.
Come on. It's 2024.
So you guys are harmonizing too?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry about that.
I mean, like the hymnals have 4-part harmony in them, so we just sing it.
Really?
That gum.
You're pulling out the hymnals at,
Yeah.
at the dinner table?
Not at the dinner table. This,
Okay.
Like that would be like in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hymnals are in the living room, Brad.
Brad.
Little kids can sing? Little ones?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like they're pretty good?
They're pretty good. Yeah, they carry a tune.
Dude.
Is there like an ugly duckling? You don't have to say which one it is, but did anyone not get musical talent?
I mean, it sounds like Brando.
No, he can sing. He can sing pretty well.
Yeah.
But not really.
Really,
Not
everyone
yet.
got it.
Everyone can for sure carry a tune. Some people are like have like more
No one's tone deaf.
like, oh yeah, definitely not.
Okay.
As far as I know.
That's good.
No, they wouldn't stay in the family if they're tone deaf.
Yeah, I don't.
We wouldn't
there
allow
was
it.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Like Rachel said
Oh,
that.
you
and I
mean
was like,
currently in our family?
Rachel said that, and I was like, I had no idea that that was even a thing.
Be real, man.
I
Yeah,
know.
it doesn't seem like odd to me.
Yeah,
That's probably
it's
why I was
interesting.
like, what are you talking about?
Normal.
Yeah.
Just singing.
That's fun.
That's
Do you
fun.
sing a song to start dinner?
No.
Okay.
But that'd be weird, Brad.
No, in our fraternity, that's what we would do. It was like our prayer was like we would sing this song, and then
Same
we
with camp.
would sing the doxology at the end of dinner too.
Yeah,
So-
we have a bell that someone rings when it's like time to eat.
Like a triangle. Hey, supper time!
But no, it's like a little cowbell. I think we got it from like this.
Wow.
I
You have
can't
a
I
bell
can't
for
remember
supper. That's so quaint.
It's,
I know.
It's my least favorite sound I think in the whole world.
Why? It's
Because-
food time.
Because it always is timed perfectly wrong. I'm like in the middle of something. But hey,
No.
it is a very annoying bell though. I was like it's even just
So this is a dinner bell to come down to dinner, not
Yes.
not we're all gathered around the table. Ding 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 ding. No, and everyone sits down. real
You
quick.
may eat.
now that
Yeah.
everyone's here. Hear
Man.
ye, hear.
Hear ye, hear ye. That's cool.
I'm glad we got around to that. Hey, people watch on YouTube. Notice anything different? Notice anything different? Anybody?
Gosh.
Anybody catch a live stream last Wednesday? Brad just sawed off the arms that are normally here on
the,
YouTube.
The tibias.
Yes, that's
Wrong
right.
guy.
Um,
Yeah. Hopefully
good
it
job.
looks better. I don't know. It looks different. I think it looks better.
Hopefully, time will stop freaking out about
It
the poles
definitely
and
looks
the
better
clips.
on the wide angle, I will
See?
say.
Yeah.
See?
It's,
Good.
Yeah.
There's time for him.
How much time have you spent in New York City?
This been there, I think, 3 times.
Okay, yeah.
So-
I've spent, I don't know, I've probably gone on 5 separate trips to New York City. But after this past week, I had about 3 days there, about 72 hours of really being on my own with no plans. It was kind of fun. It was
Dude.
very different than any other New York experience I've had.
Have you done that very many times?
I
Just
don't
like
think so in any city, probably.
it's so fun.
It was cool.
It's not
I had a
something
home base.
it's not something you wish upon yourself forever, but like, hey, a one time, a few times, like just being by yourself is awesome.
In New York City. Something about New York City, you were making fun of me before the podcast started. I was like, New York City is cool. Like, yeah, dude. Everybody knows this.
Best kept secret. That's why the rent's so cheap because people are like, please move here.
Come on in. Look how high the
Guys.
buildings are. We need people to fill these. Yeah, but it was fun. There's something like, you grow up in the Midwest, you grow up on a farm. There's something like scary about New York, and there's crime, and there's Batman, and there's big cities and subways, but there's also something like romantic about it. I found myself like, you see like the police department go by. You're like, that's the New York City Police Department. Like,
NYPD.
yeah, like I don't feel that way about any other police department. I like took a subway to the Brooklyn Bridge Park to play pickleball, and I was like using like these water fountains, these old nasty water fountains, but it said NYC, and I was like, New York City water fountains.
I bet a lot of famous people have drank from this water fountain.
For whatever reason, that specifically, I was like, this is cool. I was like, why is this cool? There's something about New York City that's just like, I don't know, just fun.
Dude, it's branded so well. I mean, there's so many movies that are in New York.
Yeah.
Like I remember like a lot of times when I would go somewhere, I'll like, let's watch a movie based in this place.
That's a
now.
cool idea.
Or like even Friends or How I Met Your Mother, like they're just in New York City. And so
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, let's watch this show now,
Yeah. Dude, there's so many people there. I know you know that, but I just,
I loved like these realizations, like, dude, and there's a ton of people. I mean, it's just, honestly, I don't know if that city ever takes a rest. They should call it
It's
like
the city.
that doesn't rest. It's crazy.
that's basically how
And
I am.
there's like, it's called that, but then it's also in the state called that. So it's like the city, and it's so great that they just had to call it that twice.
They call it that 2 times.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Oh, and dude,
There's like 5 separate distinct areas. Like the 5
I don't know what you call them.
Neighborhood places.
Neighborhoods, yeah. Oh, and dude, like just as far as like just a nice, large fruit goes, this is the city that I would describe as that.
Because there's a lot of pizza, but calling it the Big Pizza doesn't seem
No.
right. It's got to be something else. Something that would be at like the Mets games.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
A lot of people, though.
One thing I can't figure out is where does everybody work? Because a lot of these big buildings are apartment complexes, and everyone's walking around all day. All they do is walk. Everyone's out in the street.
Yeah.
Like, where is everybody working at? Where do 10 million people go to work at?
Well, sometimes they're more than just apartment buildings, right?
Yeah, I would like talk to locals and have them point out to me because sometimes you can see in the windows. You're like, that looks like apartments. Like, yeah, that one's apartments. That one's apartments.
Yeah.
It was just overwhelmingly more apartments than like office buildings.
You were talking to locals?
Yeah, just it
I'm
just
sure
wasn't
they
adding up
loved
to
you.
me.
I'm sure they loved that. Like, yeah, this is an apartment building, dude.
Tell me about that. Yeah, I know. Even
Now people just live in those little boxes.
it was just fascinating, but it was fun having a home base, a hotel room for 3 days. So I mean, every day I had like, my streets. I'd go up. I'm starting to get my lay of the land. My acai places I liked. Had a Chick-fil-A down the street.
You go to New York and you go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, felt like home.
I feel like I looked at your location one time. I don't know if you were at home or not, but it was like right by the Empire State Building.
I was pretty close to there. I was in Midtown Manhattan, so the central Manhattan. So I was near the Empire State Building. I was near Madison Square Garden. I was near Times Square.
Yeah.
So probably a somewhat touristy area.
That's so fun, dude.
But it was cool. I wasn't on Times Square, so it was nice. New York is just, I mean, I stepped in like a ton of blood one night.
What?
Oh my gosh. And I looked, I was like, that was like
Animal or
bright red.
human?
I didn't know. It was dark out, but it was light enough to see that it was blood. I'm like, oh, gross. And I look up and there's a guy who had just gotten mugged or something. There was police talking to him and his eye was swollen shut and he was bleeding from his face. I was like, sheesh.
You're like, that was kind of gross. I just stepped in your blood, dude.
Hey, you got a lawsuit on your hands, buddy.
Yeah. Do you mind buying me some new shoes, man?
These are Hokas. My wife got me for these for our mile a day.
Yeah. They're white.
Are you going to run my mile tomorrow?
Dang, dude. Yeah, well, I think of it as like, yeah, it's scary big city, but I think that compared to Chicago, it's like crazy safe.
I would believe it. I don't know the data on that, but I would believe it.
Yeah.
Especially if you stay in Manhattan. I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
touristy enough where it's fine. But yeah, stepped in blood one night. I put it on my Instagram story. I was there an hour and I got stopped 3 different times on the street. And not any of the fun ones. Hey, what do you do for a living? It wasn't for an Instagram. I was
you
getting
were being
stopped.
solicited.
Yeah, like, hey, what do you know about the Bible? I was like, whoa, here we go.
Yeah.
And then it was not a fun person to talk to. I was like, hey, we're on the same team. I knew we
know.
weren't, but I was like trying to just like get out of it.
Yeah, there's got to be a universal sign for like, we're Christians. We got it. You got it.
And that wasn't good enough for him. I was like, hey, I'm a Christian too. I know the Bible. Yeah. And he's like, well, would you mind if I share a couple verses with you? And I was like, well, like, what for? Kind of. He's like, well, me and my friend are headed to a Bible study right now. It's called the New Age. What was it? Something very New
York.
Age.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I think I'm good where I'm at. And he's like, well, what kind of church you go to? Like, what denomination is it? And I was just like, I just kind of think I want to get out of this now. Yeah, 2 different people were asking me to like change religions. One person
Did you?
wanted money. I did not.
Okay.
My first subway ride, I went to buy like a little Metro card, which in hindsight, they've upgraded subways. Now you just tap your card. You don't need a specific Metro card anymore. You just tap your credit card.
That's one of those things that like, I didn't know that. But
I
at the
swear
same time, it's
3
like,
years
that
ago, they
makes
didn't have
sense.
that. Yeah. I think that's pretty new. So I go to buy a Metro card. This woman stops me. He's like, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I'm like, oh, geez. I clearly look like a tourist, I guess. I'm the only one in line to do this. And she was like, she's getting out of her purse. And she's like, habla español. I'm like, un poco. I don't know. And she's like, okay, English. And she's like, you don't want to buy a card. Here's my card. Here, check my card. She like puts it in. She's clicking around. You're moving 20 miles an hour. And then she's like, see, 580. There's 580 on the card. So why don't you give me $5 and you just have my card? So I'm like, I can't tell if I'm being scammed right now. I think she's just saying instead of paying for the card, I would just pay her. So I was like, okay, yeah, just like $5 for the card. She's like, well, and a little extra for the 580. So I was like, okay,
So you just want me to buy your card. Yeah.
$6. She's like, well, you make it 10, I get a snack on the way home.
What?
And I was like, well,
Does the card cost money?
I think the card, I don't know how much,
Okay.
but the card costs money. It can't be more than, it's a little piece of paper.
Like,
It's
listen,
nothing.
lady. Yeah.
Yeah, she just cornered me. She's speaking Spanglish, and I was just such a little sheltered people pleaser. I was like, yeah, okay, who doesn't want a snack? Who doesn't want a snack? reached in my wallet. She sees that I've got more than $10. She's like, and another $5 for my train ride home. And I put my foot down and I said, you only
brother.
get $10 out of me. That's where I draw the line. Meanwhile, I know there's only $5.80 in the card. I don't even know how much does Subway cost. Is this even enough? Do I have to refill this?
That's a great, Midwest versus big city. Like, I have you could tell me it costs $12 every single day to go one way.
Yeah, is it per stop?
Or you could tell me it's $30 a month for all you can ride. And I would believe either.
I had no idea. Turns out Subway's pretty cool. It's so cheap and a good way to get around.
Turns out, guys, the Subway is a good idea.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Subway. $2.90 just per ride. So there was just two rides.
Straight up, basically $3.
It was great. It was a good deal. But so that happened like hour 2 of being in New York City. So then I kind of the walls went up. I was like, I'm not talking to nobody anymore. It's truly the next day, a guy's not speaking English. I could have used your blackjack dealer skills to tell me what language this guy was speaking. Okay. Bulgarian, something Eastern European. Not speaking English. He's holding a $5 bill in my face, like trying to get me to take it.
Almost 2 Subway rides.
And I was like, this is some sort of scam. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I should not take the $5. I don't know what's going on. So I just
take it from me. Yeah, you get arrested for burglary.
Yeah, maybe
for stealing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I had my guard up, and I kind of liked it. I kind of like New York City.
Oh, it's
fun.
Oh, it's alive, man. It's vibrant.
Yeah.
You know, that's I think I'm turning towards more of a country guy. I appreciate being on land and all that, and I think I have aspirations for that eventually. But growing up, I was like, I want to live in a loft in the city, and I think that'd be so fun to walk everywhere or not drive, basically take the subway. It's so fun, man.
Yeah. It was fun. I will say one stereotype that I don't think is true is New Yorkers, hey, they're on the go. They're moving. You better walk fast. No. People were in my way for 3 days straight.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it's the tourist. I don't know.
Maybe that's you could tell how slow somebody is. That's a tourist. You know?
Yeah, maybe. Anyone not walking fast. Dude, I love New York. I'm going to start standing way closer to cars now. I think now, moving vehicle, that's dangerous. Whoa, don't get too close. New York City, they're basically getting their toes run over, waiting to walk across the street. It's wild. And by day 3, I was right there with them.
Yeah.
I was like, why would I stand on the sidewalk? The cars aren't go all the way sidewalk.
Right.
Stand on the street, wait for the last car to go by and start walking.
And they never wait for the crosswalks.
You just go, the last car, you're basically hitting your hip on their trunk
right.
as you start walking. That's how you tell the locals. They stand in the street, and I like it.
I feel like the first day or two that I'm in a big city, and I'm not used to the cars yet, every time a car honks, I look.
Is that me?
Maybe they know me. Maybe they're just start trying to say
Stratford?
hi. Yeah. Stafford? I'm from Stafford. And it's eventually it's no, they're not honking at you. They never are honking at you.
There's a lot of honking going on.
So much honking, dude.
Yeah.
And you're on a side street and you hear a honk and you look back, maybe they're trying to communicate with me.
What do you need?
Yeah.
What, Metro card?
So you got some good acai?
Yeah, I texted Bailey and I was like, just FYI, by far the best I've had other than Bondi, little place called Playa Bowls.
Okay.
It's really good.
Playa Bowls.
I had that 3 times in probably 36 hours to the point where I was like, I think my stomach's having a little tough time
really
digesting all this.
Yeah.
See, I better cool it a little bit. It was really good. So Playa Bowls is nice.
Oh, the one in Maui. I was like, is that the one at Playa Bowls is Maui?
Yeah, that does sound right.
Yeah. Playa Bowls. That's
really
fun.
Anybody in Hawaii, they do it pretty well also.
They have fresh fruit like that on command.
It's not a fair fight.
Yeah.
But yeah. New York is fun. Went to H&M.
Okay.
Got a little haul. Been shopping for myself. Got a little something for Rachel.
A haul. Haul.
Yep.
I was like, a haul. I thought that was a
I got stuff to decorate the hallway.
haul. I was like
the thermostat.
Haul. Is it a newfangled scarf?
And
Nice.
2 other quick things. And then I'll let you go.
No, I love talking New York. Genuinely, I do.
It is fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time there. Got to interview, I think we talked about last week on the podcast, Joe Santagato on Correct Opinions.
Right.
Which is the reason, one of the major reasons we started Ghostrunners.
Yeah.
I was listening to his podcast back in 2018. There's 2 guys just talking. I was like, this can't be that hard. I have a funny friend.
Yeah.
We could do this. And so it's really cool. Not only get to meet someone who's been a big inspiration, but do the thing that our common interest together. It'd be oh yeah, I love Allen Iverson. Well, now I got to play basketball with Allen Iverson. This is pretty cool, and record
He
it.
crossed me over.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Step over me. Over me. Tyronn Lue. That was really fun. I feel like it was a good episode. I feel like I was myself still and made him laugh a couple times. So
tell me more. Tell me
a mouse in the bucket came up organically on it. We were talking about animals and how and just kill it, get rid of like cockroaches in New York City or mice. And we were talking about different ways to do it. I was talking about how the sticky trap is the worst. That feels like the least humane way to get rid of them. And he's like, I'll tell you, these people are psychopaths who kill in buckets. And I was like laughing. I was like, oh wow, the ghosties listening are gonna know. And I let him go off a little bit. He's like, then again, if I had mice in my house, I'd have 1,000 buckets ready to kill mice. And while he was talking about it, I pulled up my phone. I was like, hey, I want you to see, this is 8 days ago in my house. Look at this video. So I showed him my mouse in the house.
What was tell me about like the setting for the interview.
We found, it's kind of sketchy. We found just like a podcast studio in Brooklyn. It was very interesting. It was like, walk down the long driveway. Once you get to the garage door, call me. And I went there early to drop off my luggage, and it was interesting. You go in this like unsuspecting, looks like you're like, what do you call it? Detached garage. It looks just like behind some Brooklyn apartments. And inside of it is this massive parking garage where all these people are storing their cars. It was like a evil lair or something. It was like, where'd this space come from?
Underground?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, kind of almost. It just seemed...
It seemed
it was almost
way
like a
bigger.
fake door.
Yeah.
Almost, for how big the building was behind it. It was hard to describe, but anyway, just a little rundown and interesting. And so Trey was running late, but Katie Kennedy also flew up there. And so I made sure, I was like, Katie, let me know when you get here. I'll come out and get you because it's a little interesting. But and you go to this little studio, and it was really nice. And they had a producer for us there, and didn't get to talk to Joe too much before or afterwards. But it was great to chat with him.
Like literally, like how many minutes? Give me like, because you walk in, and you're like, "Hey, I'm Joe."
5 minutes before, 3 minutes afterwards.
Okay.
The thing was, I could have talked to him more afterwards. This was a great internal
struggle.
Just a struggle in general, not necessarily internal, but just a great struggle. Because on one hand, we have this guy I really look up to and would love to spend more time with. On the other hand, I made a little oopsie-daisy booking my flight. About a week ago, I realized, whoa, I'm not flying back till Wednesday morning. I'm only going to be in town 2 days for Ghostrunners Getaway. I'd love to see Rachel earlier. I got volleyball Tuesday nights. Why don't I fly back as soon as the podcast is over? I'm looking at podcasts at noon. Easy, 3:45 flight. Don't think about Eastern time zone. Podcast is actually at 1. So now the podcast got over at like 2:25. I have my luggage with me. I'm like, all right, I'd love to chat. I got to go. And Joe was like, where's your flight? I was like, it's at 3:45 out of LaGuardia. He's like, brother, you ain't making that flight. I lived in New York City my whole life. You are not making that flight. And I was like, I think there's a chance. I have clear pre-check. I at least need to see it. He's like, dude, come on. You don't want to hang out? I'm like, on one side, we have Joe Santagato being like, dude, you don't want to hang? On the other side, we have like going home and maybe just like wasting my time not making a flight. That's impossible. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to call the Uber. And he doubted me. Trey doubted me. And I made it.
Wow.
Made the flight.
How close?
Very close.
Really?
Real close. Yes.
You had to run?
Yes, I actually started my mile because it's going to be tough to get a mile in. I'm going to start it now.
That's amazing.
I was like, well, I'm about to run. Why would I not start this? And so Apple Watch started. I said outdoor run. And I'm just running through the airport. Like 10.5-minute pace. Not bad for a backpack on. And I ran 0.12. So knocked that off.
Okay.
And got to the gate pretty sweaty and boarded the flight. And of course, there are two things. They're like, I get a notification when I get to the airport. Good news, we're running early. It's like, yeah, you are.
Of course.
Early flight. And the other thing was when I get on the flight, we're like, we're having a little trouble getting the first engine started, so it's going to be a little sweaty in here for a bit. It's like, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'm not already struggling to breathe.
But yeah, I made the flight, went straight to, I landed in Kansas City, went straight to Hy-Vee Arena, played volleyball, won all 3 sets, get done. Hey, we're looking for some subs. Let's do another one. Play another game, get done. Run my mile there, my 0.88 remaining, and then got to be home last night, which is really nice.
Good. Yeah. How was the other Chris DiStefano?
That did not end up happening.
Oh, it didn't.
So it was just 3 days just for this 1 hour with Joe Santagato.
Wow. That's nice. So you really did have time. Like,
yeah, there was not much on the schedule. I got a ton done. I wrote a bluegrass song.
Yep.
Did that. Yeah, I got a lot of other work done.
Because originally you guys were going to do a show.
Show Tuesday night.
Interviews.
Some more podcasts. One thing that happened, sorry, I'm just going to keep going. Right before the podcast, I was like, let me go find a spot in Brooklyn to just like grab a quick bite. I go to this, Bear Burger, some burger place. They had chicken on the menu, no problem. As I'm getting to leave, a guy behind me goes, sir, why'd you sit there? I was like, oh, am I in trouble? I'm from out of town. I don't know. You got my Metro card? I don't know what's going on. And he's like, why did you choose that seat? And I was like, oh, just out of curiosity, why, out of all the seats, why did I choose that one? He's like, yeah, I'm just curious. I was like, are you a psychologist? He said, I am. I said, this is my dream come true. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Because I probably don't talk about this a ton on the podcast, but Rachel and I are very different in the sense that there is a reason for every single thing I do.
Okay.
Every single thing. You could ask me why I do anything, and I could tell you logically why I did it. Rachel's the opposite.
Okay.
So it just creates interesting conversations sometimes. So I'm always telling Rachel, like, yeah, I promise you there's a reason. Everything I did.
Consciously, there's a reason? Or is it more like if
Maybe
somebody
sometimes
asks you,
subconsciously, yeah.
well, I don't know why I sat there. And then it's like, yes, I do. I'll tell you why.
I think in the moment it's pretty consciously, but it was more the fact like 15 minutes ago, why'd you do this? Hold on, let me think about it.
Okay.
And I figured it out. So I was like, this is so fun. I can tell you exactly why I sat here.
Yeah.
And I'm just rattling off things. Well, this and this. And when he gestured me in this to the point where he's like, all right, that's probably good. I was like, dang it. I overwhelmed the psychologist. He's like, that's plenty.
Do you think they were doing like a review or something, like a survey?
He said they're doing a study on nonverbal something. I forget what nonverbal action, something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember now, but I thought that was awesome. I was like, oh, Rachel's going to love this. She's like, that is the dream scenario for you. I was like,
Yeah.
It was. I love getting quizzed by psychologists why I did something.
Yeah. And like the Midwestern in you is going to talk.
Well, brother, sit down. Let me tell you a few things.
Yeah. Where are you from, by the way, Mr. Psychologist?
It was fun. That was like 5 minutes before the podcast, and it was a great lead in. So I love getting quizzed by the psychologist.
How was Joe a normal dude?
He's a little like Trey, where he's like more reserved than you'd think off camera.
Really?
Like just kind of quiet.
Yeah.
But that was great. He was very nice.
That's so cool.
Really nice guy. So it was fun. Me, Trey, Katie, and Joe Santagato. Who would have thought?
No Derek.
No Derek. Yeah.
You just had to hire the producer.
Yep. He was nice though. He took all these pictures. He sent us over, tons of like high quality pictures of like me and Joe sitting next to each other.
That's
like, this
cool.
is cool to have. Thanks,
Yeah.
dude.
Wow.
Nice guy.
Fun, man. That's great.
I got to get a drink. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
you're
dying.
good.
I've just been filibustering. I'd like to apologize to the ghosties for talking so much.
No, I
Dude, it's awesome. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks.
what-
It's fun to hear about the stuff you do.
I wish you didn't talk during your podcast. You know?
I don't know. It just feels like. All right. I
Go
don't want to
get
leave
a
you
drink.
stranded. Do you have any?
Yeah, sure.
Are you okay being alone with Timon?
Yeah, we'll FaceTime. We'll FaceTime
Do
together.
not leave the room.
Going past the grape.
Big. Well, do you have a win of the week, Timon? I can do my win of the week.
Sure.
I got a few, but I think the main win is just the idea of, well, the win of the week is my mom / my aunts, just helping out a lot. Like I mentioned on Monday, Henry's just not the easiest baby, and so we're acclimating. First of all, your parents, Timon, just shout out to your parents, because
Yeah.
I know people say that a lot, but like, because like with 3, they were always like, "Oh, you got your hands full," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess." Now if someone says that, I'm gonna be like, "Yes, I do. You were right."
Even at 3 kids, you felt like people were overblowing
Kinda.
like your hands.
And maybe I'll feel that way in like another year or
Have,
something.
have you ever gotten? Are they all yours?
I don't think I've gotten that yet.
That was what it always is like. If like our whole family's in like Sam's Club or something like.
Right.
Oh, are these all yours?
Or
Like,
maybe you're babysitting for somebody.
yeah,
huh?
yeah, I think so.
As far as I
they
know.
should be.
Who are you asking about?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, because of that, yeah, we've just been a little overwhelmed at times. Catherine has had to like go shopping, wanted to go shopping for the kids for spring and summer clothes for so long. And anyway, basically my aunt and my mom just stepped up and just helped out with the kids some. And it's just been we talk about the idea of family teams and how like, I always tell Hattie, like, we are Team Ellis. Like, this is our team.
That's fun.
And like, yeah, I know that Bo got it out, but we're on a team, so you need to put it away, even though it's not your
That
responsibility.
sounds like
you know?
great parenting.
It's trying to cast this vision of like, Hattie, I do things for you all the time, like because we're a team, like because we're doing this together. Anyway,
That's really cool. Trying to grow like servant-hearted.
trying
patterns.
to just see the vision of like the bigger picture. It's not just about you; it's about us and about bigger things. So anyway,
That's great.
My aunt and my mom have been so helpful, among other people, of course, but providing meals or watching the kids while Catherine does something, or picking Bo up from Mother's Day out or whatever. It's just a wonderful model of like the extended family and just how we're all supporting each other. So
That's awesome.
that's my win of the week is my family. Oh, and I have another one. Can I do another one?
I guess.
We've officially hit the stage, and I think I've been impatiently thinking this was going to happen for probably 2 years now. But Hattie is officially like reading all the time. Like she's starting to like really gain momentum as far as like being able to read herself. and I think she's really enjoying it. And now she's just like going outside reading a book. Like the other night, I was putting Bo to bed. She brushed her teeth while sitting on the toilet reading a book. Like she's like just
starting to multitask on the
she's
toilet.
starting to sitting on the it's closed toilet for the record. It wasn't like going to the bathroom, but anyway, just it's really cute and it's fun and
Parenting's basically over then. Now
it's
she can
pretty
read.
much just you're fine.
Let her read.
Yeah, man. So anyway, just
That's cool.
fun because she's always been obsessed with books, like always been obsessed with reading. So we're like, oh, she's just gonna read all the time.
Yeah.
And she hasn't yet, but I think she's finally getting there. But she also hates when maybe not hates, but I've noticed like she doesn't love it when I am too excited for her. Like she's almost like rolls her eyes or like downplays like, yeah, I read, but I didn't read that much, Dad. Like whatever.
Yeah.
And so she's reading and I'm just like, you like your book? You know, like just trying to be like a little more, even in my head, I'm like, even though in my head, I'm like, you just read 20 pages of that book. That's incredible. You're amazing. I want to give you the biggest hug. No, it's like, so you're
liking it.
You need some help with any words? Are you good? No, I'm good. And I'm like, okay, cool. Keep going. Yeah, keep reading. Keep going.
There is something about human nature that I feel like you always want to balance someone out. If someone's like,
Yeah.
I don't notice it myself all the time subconsciously, but if someone's like being like socially awkward, I want to like help fill the silence for them and like plug in the holes. If someone's really excited, I would try to be like, well, let's keep our calm. If someone's like really down on themselves, like, dude, think about the positives.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't help it. I think that's pretty normal. You want to balance life.
There was one time where Hattie goes, Mom, or I don't know, she was talking to both of us, but she's like, you guys just compliment me so much. And so it was like a joke.
called love, Hattie.
Yeah, it was a joke for a while where it was like, Hattie, you're not that special. You're not incredible. You know, like
She liked that.
she thought it was hilarious. So
I was just gonna ask, what type of books is she reading?
Little Bear, have you heard of that one?
Oh yeah.
I mean, just
Little Bear.
the most boring books you could ever imagine, to
I
be
know
honest.
Brown Bear. No.
Well, there's Brown Bear.
Is it like Little Bear?
Yep.
What will you wear?
Yep.
Something like
Little
that?
Bear, what will you wear?
Yeah.
Birthday soup. We're talking
There's a bear in the house, and what will he wear?
that one. Yeah, it's like very repetitive. Like, will you wear this green shirt? No, said Little Bear. Will you? You know what? Like just like things. Like there might be 100 words on the page or whatever, but there are only 16 words that they repeat over and over. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
How do you teach someone to read? You start with the letters and the sounds they make?
that's a great question. In general, yeah,
never thought about
Yes, but there's different methods, obviously, because you heard of sight words.
No,
No,
I don't think so.
I feel like that's how
Sight reading.
I think that was like how we grew up reading, or learning
Okay.
how to read. And I think at least Catherine has been like, I don't like that idea as much. Like sight words was basically like, hey, this word is SIGHT, sight or whatever. Like that's not why they call that. That's a bad example. This word is WEIGHT, but even though it looks like wig, it's weight, and you just got to know that.
Oh, it's just like a memorization. It's like very
it's
visual.
a memorization. It's just
Yeah.
flash words. Like I know that word is duck. I know that, rather than like, this is why that word is.
Yeah, well, that's the benefit of homeschooling. If you have a very visual child, teach them that way.
Yeah. So
I hope I have visual children. I hope they're not
you're
blind.
going to love it, dude.
I hope they're not
Gosh, if
blind.
my kids are blind, I send them back.
If they're blind, I'm going to put a piano in their hands ASAP. Oh, they're going to be stars. We'll work around it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. We're going to be artists. So
I can't wait.
anyway, Pump for Hattie. Yeah, Little Bear. I think there's more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. She also wrote a few of her own books that she
Oh, that's amazing.
had my little niece like type up on the computer and print out. So she loves reading those.
Cool.
She'll sell you one if you want one.
They're up for grabs.
She's also like a businesswoman right now. Yeah, she like the other day she's like, we have to get to church on time because Ava's buying a bracelet from me. I was like, I don't think that this is the right place for you to like view as like a marketplace, Hattie.
Jesus is going to come flipping your table.
Exactly.
Just FYI.
Oh, Miss Susie said she needs a bracelet, so I have to get it done before church tomorrow. I'm like, Hattie, that's not important.
Miss Susie said EOW. Do you think that means Sunday or is that Friday?
Yeah, EOS, end of Sabbath. So I don't know. Anyway, win of the week.
Timon?
It's like kind of like an anticipation win.
Okay. Win on the way.
Me and Graydon are gonna do perform Who's on First, like Abbott and Costello at like a Greenleaf comedy night on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
So I'm hyped for that. We're gonna practice it like this afternoon.
You know that very well?
I mean, not super well, but
Like, you know the
familiar with
idea.
it. Yeah,
It's great. You should watch it. Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Okay,
Seen it before.
okay.
I just couldn't do it right now. I thought maybe that's where we were going.
No,
Like,
no,
you
no.
wanna
I
try it?
couldn't
I was like,
either.
oh, I don't
couldn't
know
either.
it.
Well, I
like
just wanted to
that.
make sure you at least knew what it was.
Oh yeah, it's great. I think my introduction to it was watching Rain Man, probably in like middle school. My dad was like,
Okay.
"You need to watch Rain Man." It's like great, and the autistic guy, Dustin Hoffman, in that is like talking about it.
He
I
knows
think that's
how
one
to-
of his like things he says over and over. Who's on
never seen
first?
it.
Who's on first?
It's kind of tough to memorize. I think
I bet.
I did
Yeah.
it a long time ago, like when I was probably like 12, like also for a Greenleaf thing. And so it's like kind of coming back a little bit from that, but I'm playing a different guy.
Ah,
But yeah, it's like so much just like you got to remember the exact words to say.
yeah, you got to get it word perfect.
Yeah,
you
because
can't
the
get
whole
it
thing is
pretty
about the
close.
words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's a fun win.
Yeah.
Will you
fun.
record that? Do you think?
Maybe.
Record your first try.
You could just come if you want.
We're gonna be on the Ghostrunners getaway.
Crap.
So
Yeah. Maybe. I'll try to get it recorded if I can.
I just think it'd be fun to see.
I'm
I bet
excited
you guys
for-
would ham it up too.
I hope so. We gotta have like strong like New York accents or something.
Yeah.
We'll see.
How nervous do you get? Like I would assume like so much of Greenleaf's audience is people that you know.
Yeah.
Is that more?
A decent amount, yeah.
Or is that make it a little bit less nerve wracking?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think simply my level of nervousness is just how prepared I feel.
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't really matter who's watching.
Good for you. I feel like I get more nervous if I know people watching. I'd rather perform for strangers.
Then again, yeah, I don't know. I think like the one, or it depends. Maybe it's like someone who like hasn't seen me in like a performance context before, or something like that. Maybe that would like make me nervous.
Like, I wanna give him a good
whoa,
one.
Yeah, Timon's a weirdo. I didn't realize this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I mean, the Greenleaf comedy night is that I don't think they've done something exactly like this before. Apparently,
Ooh.
someone's doing stand-up comedy. I'm excited to see how good or terrible.
It's like
that
me
is.
using a fake name. I
Yeah.
just, like those like big time comedians in New York.
Yeah, there's some improv. I think that'll be fun.
I want to come to Greenleaf Comedy Night.
Yeah, next time. I'll let
That's
you
the
know.
thing. People would probably laugh because they know you at least. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
for sure. Yeah,
Especially the improv stuff.
I know for the guy doing stand-up comedy, I'm just gonna like anything I think is remotely funny. I'm just gonna laugh so loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
When is it?
This Saturday,
Dang.
like evening.
Maybe Catherine can go with the 4 kids
Ooh.
by herself.
All hers?
Whoa. Got a small family for Greenleaf.
My win of the week is that I got to perform in a round.
Oh.
You know about those? Like where you're like in a circular stage.
No, yeah, I've seen
Las
those
Vegas Sphere.
Bar-
Yeah.
Bargatze
It was
did that for one of his specials, I think.
Oh yeah, I've watched clips from that.
Nashville's? Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
know
like,
which one you're talking about.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah. It's like what comedians do or musicians in like arenas. You're just in the center. This was a smaller theater and it wasn't a full 360, but we were able to sell, like half of it. So it was still like a little bit of like turning and everything. And I didn't think much about it before I got on stage. And I think now that the special's over, I'm just playing with house money. I'm just having fun up there performing.
Yeah.
Not who cares, but just way more relaxed. And I'm just having a blast. And yeah, I just felt very comfortable. I was like, this is so fun. Let me know if I'm not addressing you enough. Where did Lucas stand?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
is this a good spot to stand? I've never done this before. And so that was kind of a fun new experience. Just like I felt myself moving way more performing because I had to. And then you're like subconsciously like, I feel like I haven't looked at the people on the right enough. I feel like I should give them more of this joke. All right, now back to here. And
Interesting.
so
Where
that was
was
fun.
it?
That was Westbury, New York. It was on Long Island.
Oh, okay.
Woman I did crowd work with, I was like, where are you from? She said, Hogpog.
Not Hodgepodge.
Hogpog.
Hogpog.
Yeah, wild.
That's a New York place?
I made fun of it a pretty good amount and then learned it was Native American, so I cooled off a bit.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, but it's New York.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They Hogpog.
I'm comedy in here.
They have Native American places in New York?
In Long Island, exceedingly
Exceedingly Native American.
Native American. Yeah, I learned that. Had no idea.
Okay.
It's uncultured going up there.
How close to a stereotypical New York accent is like the typical speaker there?
A good amount of people on Long Island had a good New York accent. I really
that's
liked it.
awesome.
I even told the security guard, I was like, I love the way you talk, man. He's like, don't mention it. It was great. A lot of the fans, like even Ghosties had accents. I told them I loved them. So
Paint me a picture of Long Island. Because in my head, it's like, this is so wrong, I think. I think it's just like a tiny little spot of some, like, I don't know.
Long Island's way bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't know the full stereotypes of Long Island. I've heard like comedians talk about like different things about Long Island, but I feel
It feels like
technically
the butt of a joke.
like Brooklyn and Queens are also on Long Island. So I don't know how you can possibly
really?
describe the whole island as like, well, Long Island is this.
Oh, I thought it was like its complete own place.
And I could be wrong.
Okay.
I thought that it was like attached to Brooklyn and Queens, but maybe there's like slight waterways that like technically were separate.
Huh.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you look at a map and it's all kind of the same little thing that's sticking out from New York. So I don't know. Apparently it's very Native American, but I truly don't know that much about it.
Okay.
I feel like anything I'm saying is just going to be wrong.
Yeah, but like how, like big. It feels like a city. Like
Tons of different cities and suburbs. And
in my head, it's like one strip of businesses on Long Island.
Oh no, it's huge. I mean, there are multiple communities and suburbs, and it'd be like saying I performed in Connecticut.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, there's
Where?
a ton
Where
of people there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in my head, it's like a very quaint, tiny little trash heap.
Trash. New Yorkers, tell me what I got right. Tell me what I got wrong.
Anyway,
That's
so.
Major Roasters. What do you know about them?
I know I like them, and I know I appreciate them, and I know they support us every single week.
They're great. It's Aunt Cindy approved. I know
Yeah.
we mentioned it Monday. It's Ghosty approved. It's the community of Jamaica approves it, and that makes them crazy how much they love it.
It does. Crazy, like good crazy.
Got me feeling so crazy right now. Main Street's got me feeling so crazy. Yeah.
Looking so Main Street, looking so Main Street, and looking
Happening.
So, yeah, we are brought to you by Good Ranchers. Oh my
Gosh.
stupid!
That was wild. That was I mean, that was when you say your ex-girlfriend's name on accident.
That was like, hey Ashley, Catherine,
Catherine.
I love you so much. Please don't leave.
Major Roasters.
We are
Please don't leave.
brought to you by Main Street Roasters.
They make amazing coffee. They make it in bean form, ground form. They can private label coffee for you. Just please check them out. It really helps us. It's a way for you to support the podcast while also getting something in return.
Yeah.
Win-win. So get something for somebody else in your life who loves coffee. Get it for yourself. Just one bag. We're not asking a ton. And get 10% off. GRKC.
GRKC. Sorry about that, guys.
Won't happen again.
Hey, you want to do a few more viral sensations?
Viral sensations. Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, Jake. Can you name...
Bones. Sorry. I'll let you do the intro.
Please.
Take two.
Can you name the most...
Never on the first try.
No, sometimes. It would have been if you didn't interrupt me. Can you name the 10... Sorry, I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do 5.
I just like the intense staring at the camera.
I can't even look at you.
Jake, can you name the 5 most popular languages? Dang it.
Wow.
Jake, can you name the 5 most popular languages spoken in the world?
I'll try.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's go Mandarin Chinese.
Mandarin Chinese, 1.3 billion native speakers, the most popular language in the world.
Pretty good.
At least Chinese.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what the Indian language is because I guarantee you that's in the top 5. I'm going to say some words. Let's see if they're Indian.
You're going to get canceled?
I need to look up what this word means. I'm afraid.
What are you looking up?
Okay. I think it's... Okay. No, this is a language. Punjabi.
Punjabi is not on the list.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why I've heard this
Oh,
word.
I'm sorry. Number 10, Western Punjabi. It's number 10 on the list. So
I'm throwing out Indian words in the top 10. That's not bad.
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get the actual Indian language, so pass on that. What's the Indian language?
Good question.
All right, I'll keep trying to
I think
guess.
it's Arabic.
Oh, well, I could have guessed that. That's not Indian.
Dang it.
Arabic's like the Middle East. I'm going to go Arabic.
Arabic, number 4, 362 million native speakers.
Wait, 362 million?
362 million.
Oh, so English is in there then.
English, number 3, 380 million speakers.
Yeah, there we go. So I think it's Chinese, something in India. It's got to be English, Arabic, Russian.
Russian's number 8.
Japanese.
Japanese, not on the list. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Number 9. 123 million.
Koreans probably like 8th.
No Koreas.
Okay. Spanish.
Spanish number 2.
Idiot. I was trying to go country by country.
486 million native speakers.
All right. Is there one that I'm going to get?
I think you would know this. This might.
Okay, so it's not India.
I'm so bad at after apparently Arabic's not Indian, but this one sounds kind of like the word India.
I was going to say Portuguese, but I guess it's not that. What would a top 5?
Nope, it says
language be?
northern India and parts of Pakistan. It says so. This is the one you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Well, what's it called?
Hindi.
Oh, Hindi.
345 million.
Don't sleep on India. I say it.
Don't you dare.
Every episode.
Don't you dare.
There's a lot of people over there.
Yep.
What was the top 5 again? Just for my own curiosity.
Yeah. Chinese, 1.3 billion. Spanish, 486 million. English, 380. Arabic, 362. Hindi, 345. And then right under that is Bengali, which I believe is also.
Yeah. 2 in India.
Yeah. And then Portuguese, I guess just because Brazil's huge. And then Russian, Japanese, Western Punjabi, Landa.
That's embarrassing how long it took me to get Spanish. That is a bummer.
Well, your head is one way.
Yeah, I'm trying to go country
place.
by country.
Yeah.
All right. I got one for you, Brad. Can you rank the artists with the most number 1 songs on the Hot 100?
Right now or ever?
Like ever.
Okay. Rank. Like, yes.
Hey, rank the artists with the most number 1 hit songs.
Okay.
That's probably a better way of saying it.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna
see if you can go top 5.
Taylor Swift.
Not in the top 5.
No.
Taylor Swift is
This is number,
Taylor Swift is 9.
Okay, this is number 1. It's not just like on the Billboard 100.
You have to hold the number 1 spot. How many times do you get a song at number 1?
The Beatles.
Beatles number 1.
Okay. Justin Bieber.
No Bieber.
Drake.
Drake is number 5.
Okay. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is number 4.
Okay. Let's think. We got.
The last 2 are women.
Okay. Celine Dion? No. Last 2 are women. I'm trying to think of. Gosh, this is gonna be like one of those like duh, you know. Let's think. Women, not Adele. She's not.
Let's see where Adele is. She's not in it.
Okay.
Not even in. No.
Not even close. Yeah. She's got some hits, but nothing crazy. Let's think here. Women who sing.
A lot of women in the top 10.
Dolly Parton?
No.
New Beyonce.
No, not Beyonce, not in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah. She's the people's champ, not Billboard's champ.
That's right. Oh, women. You really threw me off because I was going to guess that one Korean band.
BTS.
Yeah. Gosh darn it. Not Taylor Swift.
I was worried I gave you a hint too early.
I know. Well, it's almost like you like pigeonholed me too much, and now I'm trying to think of like expand it. Like, is it rock and roll? Is it pop? Is it rap? Give me those kind of answers. Like, it's not. Is it Whitney Houston or Tina Turner or anything like that?
Whitney Houston is 8.
Okay. Who else is a woman? Have you seen that like video of like name a woman?
Yeah, and it's like really hard to do all of a sudden.
It's like Billie Eichner or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to name a woman.
Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Hey-o.
Name another one.
Billie Eilish.
Okay. Billie Eilish.
I'm thinking of
No, Billie Eilish, not in the top 10.
Give me like a genre, like country. Is it country?
It's
Is
not
it
country.
rock and roll, or is it like just more poppy, rappy?
I would say pop. I would say a little bit of maybe even like R&B a little bit.
Alicia Keys?
No.
Pop, a little R&B.
One's a pop artist. They're both pop artists.
Mariah Carey.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Mariah Carey's number 2.
Yeah. Wow.
19 number 1s.
Okay. And you said the other one's also kind of pop R&B.
This one's, yeah. This woman has performed at the Super Bowl.
Okay. By herself? Like she was the... no. No. Not Mary J. Blige.
Not Mary J. Blige.
This woman has performed at the Super Bowl recently.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Who are you going to say?
No, nobody. It's just like more of like, you got to know this if it's a reason. Oh, Jennifer Lopez.
No.
Dang it. She performed recently. Kesha. Lady Gaga.
No.
Oh, really?
I think I know.
I thought I got it with Gaga. You think you know?
Yeah.
All right, what's your guess?
Katy Perry.
No.
Okay.
Is she on the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Yeah, she did with the Sharks, the Dancing Sharks.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those?
Good job.
Katy Perry did it. This girl did it. Man, this is going to kill me.
There's like 2 women on the top 10 who have both performed the Super Bowl.
That I'm not getting.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sexist, apparently.
Can I give you a hint? Number 3.
Is she American?
Yeah, both American.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, actually. Yeah, American enough.
Yeah.
Singing in English.
Sure. Oh, no. This girl's definitely not American. Never mind. I was going to say Shakira.
She's not.
She did the halftime show, though.
She is. J-Lo.
Yeah.
Number 3, one of her number ones was titled Rude Boy.
Call me rude. Oh, yeah. She's from Africa, I think. Not like that. Rihanna.
Good.
Isn't she from Africa?
That's why I said, I was like, actually, she may not be, but I know she sings in
yeah.
English.
Yeah,
I don't know Rihanna's heritage.
Oh my gosh. Of course Rihanna. She's like Beyonce adjacent. She's the queen.
She's huge. Yeah, Rihanna's 14 number ones. When I said Super Bowl, I thought you were going to say Janet Jackson, who also is in the top 10.
Yeah, of course.
She's number 10.
Wow, I'm not very good at these. Sorry to say.
Okay,
guys.
well, I didn't give you the bone one. Who knows how well you know those? Yeah, that's impressive. Good for Rihanna. Just had all these hits and then just kind of was like, that's good. I'm done.
All right. What about this one, Jake? Can we name... There are 312 players in the Major League Baseball. 312 players in Major League Baseball from Latin America. Can you name the 5 most popular countries that they're from?
I'm glad you didn't ask me to name the players. Not faulting baseball too much. Let's go Dominican Republic.
Number 1.
Cuba.
Number 3, 32.
Venezuela.
Venezuela, number 2.
Pretty good start.
Yeah.
Guatemala.
Guatemala, no one in the MLB from Guatemala. Fun fact.
I kind of got cold there.
That is kind of crazy, though. Like, I mean, yeah, there's quite a few different countries represented.
What did I say? Dominican,
Venezuela, Cuba.
Venezuela, Cuba, Mexico.
Mexico with 14 is number 5.
I got one more left.
Yep.
What's another country down there that actually plays baseball?
Francisco Lindor is from there.
He's a little darker. Maybe we need to go a little closer to equator. Ecuador. I've never heard of anyone from Ecuador playing baseball.
No Ecuadorians on the list.
I don't know where this guy's from. Is he in the Caribbean or is it
I think.
attached? Where would that be then? No? Dude, I ran out of countries.
America adjacent.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, with 22.
Forgot about Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Mexico.
Good for them.
Dominican Republic, 141 Major League Baseball players.
What are they doing in the Dominican? That's impressive.
Playing a lot of baseball, brother.
They don't have that many people.
Juan Soto's their highest paid guy, $31 million.
What are we doing in America to not...
I don't know.
We love baseball.
We love baseball.
I thought. You want to do one more?
Yeah.
Let's do one more and then we can get on with the podcast.
Okay.
Top 5 NFL jersey sales from last season. Who are they?
Last season. Patrick Mahomes.
He's number 2.
Number 2? Travis Kelce.
No.
Really? Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott is number 1.
Really?
I'm surprised. No, Dak Prescott is, number 5. Dak Prescott is number 5.
Okay.
I'm shocked Travis Kelce is not in the top 5.
I am too. Okay. Mahomes, Prescott. Josh Allen?
No.
Okay.
2 defensive guys in the top 5.
Aaron Donald?
No.
Gosh.
The 2 players up for Defensive Player of the Year.
No. TJ Watt?
Yep. And?
Who is the other guy? Oh, Micah Parsons?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. 1 more left.
Okay. And then who would be a big I'm trying to think of like the big market guys.
Yeah.
Like Matthew Stafford.
Carson Wentz.
No, LA's big. Big market. Maybe in New York. Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Daniel Jones.
No.
Another quarterback.
Yep.
Russell Wilson.
No.
Gosh, I'm just blanking on everything right now.
NFC.
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
There it is. Bingo.
Okay.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes number 2. We got to get that up. Who's number 1?
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons number 1. Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
Good for him.
Defensive end.
We'll do it next week, but there's one that's countries' flags, and it's like, there's like some that are like the most recognized flags, and then there's 10 that are like the least recognized. And I'd be interested to see if
We
you
can
could
get one.
Yeah, if you could get either 10 for 10 on one of them, or like you can go 0 for 10 on the other. You know what I mean?
I'll try my best. I won't study flags in the meantime.
Please don't.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't. All right. One last story from my time this past week. I'm texting my friend Alex Dimchek, and he's like, "What are you up to?" I was like, "I'm in New York City the next few days. I don't really have. I don't think I have that many friends up here. So if you know anybody, have them holler at me." He puts me in a group text with a guy. I don't think I'm going to say his name because of where the story goes.
Okay.
So this guy texts me. He's like, "Hey, you want to go to a Knicks game?" I was like, "Dude, I mean, I'm not a Knicks fan by any means, but it's the NBA playoffs.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. I would love to see it. Yeah, let's do it." He's like, "All right, I'll meet you at your hotel 5:30. Great. I thought it was like picking me up or something, maybe. I don't know where I'm at. He hops in on a scooter. He's like, "All right, let's walk." I was like, "Oh, we can walk there?" He's like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, I don't know anything about New York City.
Yeah.
We start walking. I'm like, "Where are our tickets at?" And he's like, "So we don't really have like seats or tickets." I'm like, "Oh, brother. All right, what's going on?"
Like scalping tickets?
And so he's like, "But like, I'll get us in." And I was like, "What's kind of like the plan?" And he's like out of a movie. He's like, "Dude, just follow my lead." I was like, all right. I feel like I kind of need to know the plan though. Like, I don't really know you. Like,
what was this guy? What kind of vibes was he giving off? Was he giving off
cool guy vibes?
Like this guy's going to get in trouble kind of vibes?
Confident vibes.
Okay.
And he starts to tell me, he's like, "I do this all the time.
Okay.
I went to the waste management. I've been to this football game. I've been to this NASCAR race. Like, this is what I do. I have like ways to get into venues. I
Okay.
literally did it 2 nights ago. Game 1, Sunday night. I just got done doing this." So I was like, "Oh, all right, it's a little more believable." So we're gonna like sneak in. He's like, it's not really sneaking. You got like I got a few different options. I got a plan A and a plan B.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking, geez, like I did this kind of stuff when I was like 20 years old. I'd like sneak into concerts pretending to be the videographer. But I don't know about now, 32, Madison Square Garden, NBA playoffs. I don't know if this is like where I want to be in life.
Expensive ticket. Yeah.
But it seems legit, and yeah, I don't know if I want to like dox him and say all these like details, but basically like we try one entrance, doesn't work. So he's like, "Oh, we need to go over here."
What doesn't work? You got come on.
We
Just
try to
tell us.
show this like kind of pass thing, and like, "All right, we need to see some IDs." Well, our IDs are not going to match because the pass says my name's Michael, so this isn't going to work out. So
Okay.
then he's like, "Oh, hold on, we're at the wrong entrance.
Ah.
We're pretending to work for like a media company."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's got a camera with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so we go to another entrance. Next entrance, easy peasy. We are in Madison Square Garden in 30 seconds.
Right.
He didn't even make me go through the metal detector. He's like, "Right this way."
Yeah. I bet that camera probably messes up in the middle of the
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, instantly we were in Madison Square Garden. I'm like, this is crazy. I should have never doubted this dude. This is insane.
Yeah. This guy's my savior.
This guy, my friend, he thinks that the game is at 6:30. So we got there at 6. The game was at 7:30.
You were there. You sent a picture to us, and it was like there was nobody else there.
We were the
I was like,
only people.
Are you playing pickup at Madison Square Garden? It was wild how early you were there.
We were the only fans in Madison Square Garden, the only people in there. And I'm not exaggerating. I mean, I took a video of it. We could show it on the screen right now, but like seats are empty. It's just the players warming up. And so we just went down to the court and just watched them warm up. And like, I don't even know most of these guys' names,
Jalen
but it was
Brunson?
fun to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to see just like 7-footers. How often do you get to see 7-footers? It's like a zoo exhibit. It's like, this is just fun to look at. And you just get to see 7-footers play basketball. It's like, this is awesome. And we're taking pictures and I'm taking videos, and maybe our behavior might have like garnered some attention. We didn't know. No one was talking to us. Everyone let us go wherever we wanted. We thought, hey, these people are cool. They don't care.
Yeah.
But potentially we might have been garnering some poor attention. So we go back into the tunnel. This is where we came from originally.
You felt it a little bit, the poor attention?
No, it was cool. It was just
Yeah.
these people don't care where we go. We're on the court, snagging picks. This is great. And whenever the game starts, we'll just kind of go back in the tunnel and watch from there. He's like, that's what I did 2 nights ago. We go back into this like VIP lounge, and it's just catered food, all the drinks, everything's free. And so
No one else is there yet.
no one else was there when we first got there. After we spent about 30 minutes courtside, we're like, hey, let's go get some food. Now there's a ton of people back there.
Yeah.
We're starting to fill in. And so I'm like, this is awesome. And I get a big old plate of cheese and spinach ravioli, and I'm chowing down on this. And, the guy's like, the food was better 2 nights ago. I'm like, dude, I'm having the time of my life. This is amazing. Don't apologize for the food quality, because it was great and it's free.
Yeah.
It's like, this is awesome. I got a big old thing of cheese ravioli in my mouth when I get confronted face to face with a very much just like a pit boss looking guy,
Yeah.
suit, jacket, Italian, and just very serious, very stern. Hey, who are you guys? You're not supposed to be here. And he's not addressing the other guy. He's just like looking at me like I'm the guy in charge.
You're like, oh, sorry, man. All right, just a second.
Hold on. I really was taking my time to chill. I was
It's
like,
pretty
hey,
hot,
hey,
so-
dude, talk your stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say at this point.
Yeah. Show him the thing, Michael.
And yeah, basically he was just like, I know those passes, they'll work. I know you're not supposed to be here. How'd you get in? We can either look at the cameras, you guys just be honest with me. And so I was like, I'm ready to be honest with him and just get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys are trespassing in Madison Square Garden. I'm like, yes, we are. I'll get out of here. Yes, we are.
Lock me up, buddy.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy. I was like, I'm about to go to jail with this guy I don't even know. This is so dumb.
Dim check.
How much is trespassing fine? Or like, I don't know, what are the ramifications? I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And this guy was just like, nice enough that we were honest with him. He's like, all right, appreciate you letting me know. I'm going to escort you guys out. I was like, great.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like getting kicked off to Boeing 737. I'll leave.
Yeah.
This is actually better. So I was so ready to get out of there. So yeah, we got out. Of course, I'd already posted on my story, and so everyone's like, dude, you got to see an amazing game. And I'm
Right.
like, I did not, actually. I heard about it. I heard it was a real fun game.
It sounded raucous.
So yeah, that was
Interesting.
the story of getting kicked out of Madison. It's just been such a hectic week, dude. You think about I've ran through multiple airports. I ran through a Union Station in Washington, D.C. I got kicked out of a plane and Madison Square Garden. It's been a lot since last week.
Well, what's funny is like you told me that you got kicked off a plane, and then I saw that you got kicked out of Madison Square Garden. Like you said that to our friend group, group text. And in my head, without knowing, and like I think subconsciously I was like, surely this isn't true. But in my head, I was like, is Jake becoming like a bad boy? Like because I didn't know the background of the story of the plane, so I was like, maybe Jake just like stood his ground or something. And was just like,
oh no.
And they're like, sir, you're gonna have to leave. And you're like, fine, I'll leave. I'll leave out of principle.
Never.
I know. I don't think you would either, but like maybe Jake's just turned this corner and then he's like, I'm just gonna go to Madison. And it looked like you were having courtside seats at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And you guys somehow got hooked up with them and whatever. And then
I had
you
an
got kicked out.
altercation with Jalen
Yeah, I was
Brunson.
like, what was he saying to these guys? Yeah. And instead it was like the opposite, where it was like, nope, we're not supposed to be here. Thank you. Please show me the quickest way out of here and I would love to leave.
I'll leave so fast, dude. I literally shook his hand. I was like, I'm sorry, I will leave.
Dude, it sounds like you guys just flew too close to the sun. Like,
That's exactly what this guy said. He was very apologetic, which is nice. I feel like that he probably needed to.
yeah, nice guy. Good guy.
But he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I kid you not. Like I've been to 40 events like this and I've never been removed before. He's like, I got too confident. We shouldn't have gone courtside. We should have just hung out back here. Nothing would ever happened.
If you would have waited / known the right time, like,
Or just don't get there an hour and a half beforehand.
Exactly. Like
Like
if
don't
you-
be the only ones in Madison Square Garden.
yeah, if you would have waited, an hour to be there, you would have been just fine.
Yeah.
Because then it's not like suspicious that you're courtside, because so are 1,000 other people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not suspicious that you're at courtside and then you're going and eating a big old plate. I love that too. Maybe it was like, there's no way that guy's supposed to be here. Look at how huge his plate is. He knows he's trying to get this food and get out of here.
It did. Yeah, it was funny. It was
So wild, dude.
kind of a hectic week, but things are good. It's all good.
Yeah.
No trespassing fine. Got to see the garden.
Yeah, what
And,
was it like?
It was cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like some episode of Seinfeld or something. Just like we're in New York. How'd we end up here? Where's Kramer?
Isn't Madison Square Garden like that basketball arena like up a few floors of like it's not right ground level, is it? Do you know? Does that make sense? Like Madison Square Garden, I imagine it's like a pretty tall building. Is that right?
No, I would say it's pretty standard.
Really?
Like arena. I would say. I mean, maybe a little taller.
Maybe
because it's a huge venue. But I think we went up an escalator originally and then went back down some steps to go to the court again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures. I don't know what I was thinking. I imagined in my head it was like more square and like it was almost like a building that had a venue.
That's kind of
in
fun,
it.
like a skyscraper with
Yeah, like, not like a huge skyscraper, but in my head it was like 10 stories or something.
Dude, speaking of gardens, I was in Brooklyn yesterday. Drove by the Barclays Center, which is where the Brooklyn Nets play. The top of the dome, I feel like people don't talk about this. Maybe we don't watch NBA enough. The top of the dome is grass. They like planted flowers and grass on the top of the arena. I've never seen anything like it. It was very green of them.
The rooftop garden.
Yeah, it was cool. That should be what they do for the garden.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden.
Whoa, that is crazy. Like, yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, saw it with my own eyes yesterday. It was awesome.
Did you go on the
F train? Yes.
No, there's like some like park, the High Line. Remember
No.
that?
I don't know about the High Line.
I went and we did it for like 1 mile. I think it's like a long, like supposedly like a city, like elevated park or something. And I didn't get the hype, but I guess
Nice.
Yeah, maybe there's cooler parts to it, but it's a cool idea to like just be able to like walk the entire city in this park above ground.
I like stuff like that. I like being up high.
Anyway, that's fun,
that's the story. Getting kicked out of Madison Square Garden. I'm done. I'm not boarding any, no planes, no trains, no buildings. I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried flying with you to Alabama.
Yeah, you
What's
might
gonna happen?
not want to. We'd figure something else out. Man, I can't wait to be on the beach. It's gonna be fun. It's already happened. By the time I listen to this, we're already halfway done.
It's gonna be so fun, dude.
It's gonna be a really good time. We're gonna have a lot of good stories. So
I hope so. I hope that is the fun thing. Like there are inside jokes that have been made that are gonna last for a long time. You know what I mean? Like just all because of this thing. So I'll say this right now. Just random story. A hug will offset a lot of frustrations, Jake. I'll tell you that right now. Let me tell you more.
okay.
I took Henry to the chiropractor the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, baby chiropractor, pretty effective on like he's been gaseous, crying a lot, whatever. And after he goes to the chiropractor, dude's pooping. Dude's
Cool.
doing just fine. Anyway, 9:30 chiropractor appointment. I get there at 9:25. I check in on my phone just so I can stay in the van with him while he's sleeping. And we don't get into this chiropractor. Usually it's very, very quick. We don't get into the chiropractor till 10:20.
When did you start?
9:25.
Sheesh.
Almost an hour and eventually, of course, he wakes up and he's screaming and crying and whatever. And like, I was like Catherine was like, I can take him to the chiropractor. And I was like, no, let me do it. Like being nice to her. Like, I know I have a lot of work to do, but I'm going to do it, whatever. And so I was getting frustrated. Catherine was texting me like, I'm really sorry this is happening. I know you have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, I walk in there, like not ready to be mean by any means, but like it's time for the doctor to see us.
A little bothered.
I walk in there and I was just going to be like pretty just no nonsense. Let's go.
Yeah.
I walk in there and the receptionist, who is a girl that was a few years older than me in high school, knew her. She just right away, like big old smile. She's like, congratulations on your new baby. You have to give me a hug.
Oh, wow.
And immediately, dude, my demeanor was changed. And I was just like, thank you so much. Yes, awesome. Yeah. I was ready to like, be as mean as Brad gets.
Come on, let's
like,
do this.
Not very mean, but just like a, hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's down here. Okay, great. Thank you.
Just
one of
quiet.
those. And instead, she changed it. All she did was just want to give me a hug and be excited.
What a lesson on customer service.
Truly.
And just generosity.
General, just
Compassion.
nice, kindness. So, anyway, yeah, that was a random thing.
That's fun. Thanks for sharing that.
Hey, yeah, thanks.
Time has got to go soon. Should we finish with our comment of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
If you want.
Yeah, mine. Oh, geez. Did I lose it? Here we go. Mine's on the YouTube video from Mouse in the House, last Monday's episode. Leof. Oh man, I don't know this. Something Stonetown.
Stonetown?
Leof Stonetown. MLE of Stonetown said Brad's face when Timon started singing and the smile he had through the whole Mouse in the House song. ... Brad is such an encouraging friend who seems to genuinely care and be super invested and appreciative of people and their talents. He has a new baby. You know he's sleep deprived, and yet he still brings his love and energy to the pod. Thank you, Brad. I thought that was so sweet.
A lot of people had nice things to say
true.
about your face specifically last episode.
I got a nice
Monday's
face,
episode.
you know?
Like his face?
That face! Anyway, that was really sweet, and I thought that was kind, and I appreciate people saying nice things. So thank you, Emily Ostown.
Mine is from Miranda Hicks. Whenever I watch the pod on YouTube, I naturally wait to click the like button until it feels right. I'm talking about the segment, story, etc. that makes me feel like it's a crime to have watched the pod and not liked it. I love this.
Yeah.
Today's moment was Mouse in the House by Jake and Timon. That song is gold. Peanut butter covered in mouse fur gold. Definitely need more Jake and Timon songs in the near future. So thanks in general to everyone, not just Miranda Hicks, but everybody was so complimentary of that. So it gassed me up and made me want to do more. So
Absolutely.
very fun thing we got going on.
I love it's like the idea of like what's The Voice or whatever, where they're like, you know, back to the singer. She's waiting to smash that like button, and then finally
We tell a funny story.
somebody make a video of that, you know. Anyway, Time, you got a comment?
I was looking for one, but it's fine. All right, actually,
Timon's
wait,
gotta leave.
wait.
Timon's done. He's checked out. Dude.
We didn't get any.
No, this one cracked me up. It was when the podcast had been it like went public but hadn't been like named yet, and then Patrick Drummond just said, "You looking for name suggestions?"
It's a good idea. Yeah, if you guys get it to me before I do, give me some name suggestions. Fast forward in the pod. See what you think.
That would be kind of funny.
But yeah, it's fun. Another good episode. A lot of content going out this week. A couple long episodes.
Content or comment for you, Timon. 4 hours ago, Emily Hines said everything about Timon is hilarious.
Oh, wow.
He got this job because he sent them a message. He's so young and now just comes on and sings all the time. I wonder how often he thinks ... This is the craziest job.
He sent them a message?
That's true.
It is pretty amazing, like just the randomness of it. Because sometimes people send us stuff and we don't have bad intentions, but we just don't respond very well or whatever. Like we get bogged down.
I think it's you can't be available all the time for everybody.
And so Timon just hit it at the right time or said the right things or whatever to like.
And I missed
catch
the
our
first
attention.
message, if you remember that. Timon did shoot a shot. I didn't see it. But then he replied to my story about something else. And then I scrolled up and I was like,
Oh, dude,
great.
that's a good lesson too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Power of the follow-up. I didn't
The
even
old
follow
power
up
of the
that thing.
follow up.
But I also think Instagram has kind of stopped people from doing that now. Have you noticed that? You DM someone who doesn't follow you, you only get one message.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
And maybe a story reply is different. I don't know. Hey, I don't know.
Maybe
Either
that's
way,
the hack. Reply to the story.
reply to the story.
Whenever anyone DMs me on Instagram that I like don't follow, it takes me so long to end up seeing it. Just because like it's like hidden in these.
Dude, why does it
like
go to
it's
hidden?
so many.
Because it's
Hidden
not
requests.
spam.
It's
It's
like,
like
why-
very normal messages go to hidden.
Yes.
So frustrating.
It is weird. Same with like the hidden comments on Instagram where it's like, why'd they hide that one?
They hit a GIF from Timon on Friday Pickleball. It's like, this is a perfect comment for this video. It's a Ted Lasso GIF. Why would they hide that?
But that I saw that, Timon. Come on. Have some better judgment.
I liked it. So maybe it unhid it. I don't know.
Unhid.
All right. Timon's got to go memorize who's on first.
Is that what you're actually doing?
Yeah,
Kinda?
part of it. I'm like hanging
Yeah.
out with Graydon a little bit, but also just like practicing that because it's Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
it'll be fun.
I'll be like, she. Sunset on the beach.
Who's on first with me? I'm a musician now. All right, we'll see you guys Monday. Coming live from not live. We're coming from Gulf Shores with all the ghosties in a room with us. Should be a very fun episode. We'll see you guys then.
Awesome. Love you guys.
Ghostrunners podcast. Everybody